Can we kick the fit, please? Stop ringing.
All right,
No,
hello
stop.
everybody. Welcome to broadcast.gg. We're doing a pickup game tonight. I am your play-by-play for the evening, Captain Jack, joined by my color caster, Ragon, tonight. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing good on this fine evening. Sorry.
So we've got teams prep versus perp. So this is going to be incredibly awesome between these two teams right now. We're just going to have an incredibly fun time trying to distinguish these two teams from one another. So just be ready for that, folks. It's going to be a good game. All right. So looking on. See, now I already have to check the lobby to see which one's which. All right, Perps blue, Preps red. Got it. All right, so on Team Perp right now, it looks like we got Lafon and Artemis coming in on the Junkrat, Widowmaker, Finska, and Soarin' Away coming in on the healers with Ana and Zenyatta, and Daytime Mink and Blitzkrieg on the Rhine Zarya. So going for the basic 2-2-2 comp. On the attacking side, we have Conscience and Lasan coming in on the Genji, Widowmaker, Sci-Fight, and Sick coming in on the Winston Diva, and Audit and Swanee on the Ana Lucio. So let's go ahead and get into the action right now. Blitzkrieg and Lafon already getting kills onto Audit and Sci-Fight as they go ahead and push back red team right now into their spawn. 3 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock right now. Artemis able to pick off Lasan right before getting past the arches right there. I have to say that was an incredibly interesting push. What did you see there?
Well, what I saw there was half-assed commitment. I don't know what Artemis is doing, but she's not showing up. And Finska here.
It's looking that way. Well, Blitzkrieg is going to start things back off again, taking out Swanee. Is Conscious able to get the hit onto Artemis, and Finska going to take out a Sci-Fight. Daytime Mink does get the D-Mech onto Sick right there, and the Sleep Dart ends up allowing Blitzkrieg to take out Sick, as the time still counting down. 2 minutes 40 seconds on the clock, and not a tick to be had on point A at the moment. A lot of ultimates coming on for the side of Perp right now. They got the sights already up, waiting for the push coming in from Prep. And really, all they've got going for them is Audit's Nano. But Artemis is going to take out Sci-Fight before things even start. The tire coming in from Lasan ends up demeching Sick, as Soarin' Away ends up taking out Swanee with the anti-nade right there. What are you seeing going on, Ragon?
What I'm seeing here is that, the defending team does have the holding position, but the red team has to attack them. They can't just sit there.
I am seeing a very similar myself, to be completely honest. Artemis really being uncontested, despite the fact that they're running a dive composition, should really be focusing that as much as possible. But I think because of the defense that is coming in from both Blitzkrieg and Daytime Mink, they're just having such a difficult time getting past it to take care of Artemis. But it looks like that's going to start things off as the Nano from Audit goes in on Sci-Fight, but the Transcendence coming in from Finska going to keep the team up, as we see blue team defending as much as possible. Sick ends up taking out Soarin' Away, as the Nano getting the thrown to Blitzkrieg there at the end. Blitzkrieg ends up taking out Sci-Fight, but Finska ends up falling to Lasan. Sick ends up taking out Daytime Mink, as well as Blitzkrieg and Lafon. And Lasan able to get the punch kill there onto Artemis. And with 50 seconds left on the clock, we are finally going to see Team Perp be able to take Objective A, adding another 4 minutes to their clock, 4 minutes, 40 seconds to be precise, to take objective B. What do you got, Ragon?
What I've got is that 3 ultimates against 2, and I don't think that the grab's gonna do much because there's a D.Va that potentially eating up.
All right, well, they're using the Primal and Blade out for Sci-Fi and Lasan. Lasan getting the double kill onto Soren away, as well as Artemis. And Sick able to get the kill, I believe, onto Finska right there. And they have cleared, and before they even hit the 4-minute mark, we're able to capture point B. Wow. That is just... Based on the way that they were playing first match, I gotta say I'm incredibly surprised at what I saw there.
Initiating match.
Well, I'm not. The Winston just decided to use the jump pack, which is what he's supposed to do this whole time. And then the Ana ultimate just came in clutch.
Well, let's hope they can continue to do so as we now see Team Prep take on the attacking role this time around. We'll see what our teams are picking. I actually have to go. Totally forgot I have to do this like dashboard switch. Let's see. Let's see. BGG. Yeah, BGG. Pickup game. There we go. Update information. All right.
Is it sorted?
Yeah, just for, like I said, my first time using OBS, I forget that I have to actually set up the title before I start the stream in Twitch. So right now it still says a little more Spyro before my casting tonight. Because I was playing on Xbox earlier.
We have an NA caster and an NA producer here today. What a lad. We love him.
Well, I haven't done much producing, which is why you will see many mistakes tonight, folks. But looking in on the side of Prep, it looks like LaFawn switching over to the McCree this time around. Artemis still going to stay on the Widow. Finsick coming in on the Lucio, with Daytime Mink switching over to the D.Va. Soren away and Blitzkrieg still staying on the Ana. Ryan for this push. Conscious taking the role of Hammond with Sci-Fight on the Orisa. I feel like that's an interesting composition for the defense, and it's showing to not really work for them as they completely get cleared from point A at the 3-minute 20-second mark, and it looks like point A will end up being captured. Soren away ends up taking out Conscious in the back line with the help of Lasan, and at more than likely the 3-minute mark, we are going to see point A captured as they push into point B. Ragon, what did we see there on the attacking side? Like, or on the defending side? Like, I don't know what that composition was.
It's a bunker comb, but it didn't quite work out, as you see that Artemis definitely going to pick that, and that's what's supposed to happen. Because it's a bunker. You can't really snipe in a bunker, can you?
Yep, that makes sense. All right, well, they have 6 minutes, 35 seconds to take point Bravo now. We're going to see Sci-Fight switch over to the Rhine. They're now running a triple tank composition with Six switching over to the D.Va as well. And Audit and Swanee on the Ana Zenyatta for the stalls. Here comes the D.Va bomb, but the shatter from Sci-Fight going to stop everything in its tracks. Triple kill comes in from Six. D.Va bomb onto Artemis, LaFawn, and Daytime Mink. And we're going to see Swanee get the double kill on Blitzkrieg and Finska, as well as Artemis falling and switching over to the Reaper right there. Going to be a team kill for the side of Team Prep. I continue to forget. And they did this on purpose. Prep is red. Got it. Prep and Perp.
Kind of is red, Perp is blue. Just
Yeah.
put it on you.
They just did it to screw with us. I mean, we went through so many names, and they were all ridiculous names. They were all like really close names that we totally weren't gonna remember well. All right. Well, we got Team Prep pushing in again. Sci-Fight charging off point. I don't know exactly what they were going for right there, but with 5 minutes 15 seconds on the clock, Daytime Mink looking to get absorbs some damage, but ends up getting slept. Here comes the minefield into the side room, allows Conscious to take out Finska. The Deadeye coming out from Lasan right now as they push in, ends up taking out Blitzkrieg. Daytime Mink following up on Sci-Fight, but Sick takes out Lafon. Lasan following up on Soaring Away, and Conscious will get the slam kill onto Artemis. Daytime Mink going to get demeched by Sick right there, and they're going to play with their food. Daytime Mink able to get a kill, but not for long as Sick ends up taking down Mink, and that's going to be a hard stagger for the side of Prep with 4 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. Ragon, what are you seeing going on here? It seems like despite the difficult defense that they had on point A, they're holding very steady on point B.
This is what I'm talking about. You don't need to commit here on defense. You can just stay there and let them come to you, and that's exactly what they did, Will.
All right, well, here comes the High Noon out from Lafon. Ends up getting completely absorbed by Sick, though, as Daytime Mink ends up taking out Conscious. Now coming in on the Zarya. Diva Bomb from Sick going into the back line. Not able to get much of anybody, unfortunately, but does force the team back to spawn for the regroup. We have now hit the 4-minute mark for the side of Prep as they look to push in for their next attack. Sci-Fight able to get the Fire Strike kill onto Lafon to start things off, but it doesn't really look like they're going to take advantage of that single kill that they were able to get on Perp. What do you got, Ragon?
Damn it.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Killfeed.
No worries. Finska able to get the kill there onto Swanee to start things off. Here comes the Shatter, but Shatter and Blossom ends up taking out Lasan. Finska following up on Conscious as Blitzkrieg takes out Sci-Fight, and it looks like we will start seeing the point being captured right now at the 3-minute mark. Getting really close with the 2 picks already. Minefield coming out from Conscious right there. Ends up taking out Artemis, but Soaring Away is going to take out Conscious. The Transcendence now coming in from Swanee just to try to distract on point as much as possible. Sick ends up getting demeched. Swanee able to take out Blitzkrieg, but Finska ends up taking out Swanee as well as Audit switching over to the Moira. Lafon following up on Sick right there as the boop kill comes in from Sci-Fight, switching over to the Lucio for this push. Ends up Artemis following up on Conscious right there, and despite what we were getting ready to see right there, it looks like they are going to continue to hold. Soaring Away getting the kill on the Sci-Fight as Swanee takes out Artemis. The Transcendence now coming out from Finska to try to keep the team up to control the point. 2 minutes, 8 seconds. EMP now coming out from Lafon, who switched over to the Sombra while we weren't looking. Triple, quadruple kill right there for Lafon's EMP. And that is going to be a claim of Point Bravo with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
It hurts my eyes seeing Serena. Shit, what's her name?
Soaring Away.
Serena away. There's a double Y at the end.
I know,
Okay.
but that's what they told me their name was, so that's what I'm going with.
Seeing the Ana play coming out from Serena, I don't know if she realizes there's a right click there that you can scope in the entire time, and the position there was just so offensive. That's why you see her getting 2 kills at the end. But it does hurt my eye that she's not punished for that. Just But congrats to her on getting those picks.
Absolutely. All right, so they are just under the 2-minute mark, so having the lower time bank, they are going to go ahead and start off on the attack once again. If you remember, they were able to get point alpha incredibly quickly, so if they hold a similar defense to what they did prior on point alpha, when they switch over to the defense, as long as they're able to get objective A, they may be able to run out Prep's time bank. So let's go ahead and see if they can make it happen as we see Perp coming in for the attack once again. Looks like they're going for a pseudo dive comp with Mink and Blitzkrieg coming in on the Winston Diva, Soaring Away and Finska on the Ana, Zenyatta, and Lafon and Artemis on the Widow and Genji right there. Soaring away, starting things off by taking out Conscious, trying to get into their backline. Finska able to take out Swanee as well. We got Sick trying to get Artemis on the high ground, ends up pushing them off, but the D-Mech ends up coming in for Sick as Soaring Away gets the punch kill onto Sick as well. And based on what's going on, Daytime Mink ends up taking out Sci-Fight as Lasan gets the kill onto Blitzkrieg, and Artemis ends up taking out Lasan. Daytime Mink following up on Audit. And with that, with 1 minute 10 seconds on the clock, we are going to see Perp take control of Objective A once again. They're going to get an extra 30 seconds. Oh, what was that? Oh, Swanee just looking to sneak in, run a little bit more time off the clock, but now they're going to be one down as they go into the Objective B fight with 1 minute, 20 seconds on the clock. We're gone. What do you got?
You know, I figured out why they were winning those fights because of Serena. Remember how on point A, when they were defending, Serena got like fucking headshotted by Conscious?
Yep.
That just turned the fight right around.
That makes sense. Well, it looks like they're starting things off as Mink gets the Diva Bomb kill onto Lasan. Sci-Fi gets the tackle onto Blitzkrieg, but Daytime Mink ends up taking out Swanee. Sci-Fi also taking out Soaring Away and getting the D-Mech onto Mink right there. Conscious pushing back the rest of the team as Sick ends up taking out Artemis. And that is going to be a hold for point B right now. 35 seconds left on the clock as we await the push to come in once again for the side of Perp. And it looks like they're going to come in hot and heavy right down the middle. 20 seconds on the clock. Sick and Conscious both on the high ground using the triple. Oh, they're going Goats. Well, Goats-ish. They don't have the Lucio, but they don't really need it for this. Conscious able to get the minefield in, ends up taking out Blitzkrieg, but not before Lafon gets the dash kill onto Audit. Swanee getting the D-Mech onto Daytime Mink. The charge comes in for Sift, but ends up missing the team as Conscious gets the kill onto Finska. And they are still fighting for control of the point. Artemis ends up getting backed off by Sci-Fi as Audit gets the kill onto Lafon. Sci-Fi takes out Artemis right there, and that is going to be a complete hold of Point Bravo for round 3 right now. Perp right now taking the lead 3-2 as we see Prep take on the attack once again with 4 minutes 9 seconds in their time bank. Ragon, what are you seeing going on between the attack and defense for these two teams? Because we saw Perps hold such an incredible defense and have a difficult time on the attack, and we're seeing something essentially similar to on the side of Prep. So do you think it's just going to be kind of the battle of the defenses, so to speak? Like, who holds the better defense is going to end up winning this out?
No, I think it comes down to who has the more attack mindset and who sustained their healing, basically. And right here, I've got a quote from Dylan Alcott. It says that for every one thing you can't do, there are 10,000 things that you can. And one thing that I see Soaring Away can't do is heal. That's
oh goodness.
I don't know if you agree with me, but if you see before why they lost the fight, Soaring Away was shooting at some diva with the Zenyatta and leaving her teammates to die. Don't you agree?
Well, see, I always stay zoomed out, so I don't get to see those in-focused shots that you might be seeing there. But it's definitely seeming like they need some additional focused heals right now. But let's go ahead and get into the action. Sci-Fi coming in on the Rhine still, trying to take out, I believe it was Blitzkrieg on the Winston. Lafon able to get the double kill coming in as the Tracer onto Audit and Lasan right there, wearing out 30 seconds on the clock. They now have 3 minutes, 30 seconds to come in on the attack right here. Artemis once again looking to be uncontested, but Conscious comes in through the back line trying to take out Artemis. thanks to the Zen Orb coming in from Lasan as well as heals from Soaring Away. From Finska rather, and Soaring Away. They're going to continue to hold on. Artemis gets the pick onto Lasan as Lafon ends up taking out Sci-Fi in the back line. Finska getting the kill on to Conscious right there, and that's going to push back Prep once again as they are now down to the 3-minute mark. Ragan, what are you seeing here?
When you hear people say charge, you always see them like 50 or 60 meters away from the enemy. And Swanee just, oh, here we go. Swanee's hitting the sequence at the right time, at the right place.
All right, well, Artemis going to take out Conscious, who switched over to the Widow, but Sci-Fi able to get the first kill for them right now onto Daytime Mink, but Blitzkrieg doing a whole bunch of damage right there. Ends up taking out Lasan, Audit, and Swanee right there. Lafon coming in the back, ends up taking out Sci-Fi as well, taking them down to 2 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock to at least try to take point alpha. And this is similar to what we saw when they came in on the attack last time, that they were having a hard time staying grouped up, or if they were grouped up, they weren't targeting targets as much as they should be. Are you seeing anything else there, Ragan?
They need to get a pick. They need to commit. That's the bottom line here.
All right.
And they don't really get a pick back.
Well, Lafon started things off, taking out Lasan with the Pulse Bomb. Artemis taking out Conscious once again. The oof battle between these Widows is incredibly one-sided. Finska taking out Swanee right there as Daytime Mink takes out Audit. Artemis following up on Sick, who is now coming in as the Zarya, and Daytime Mink ends up getting the punch kill on to Sci-Fi. 1 minute, 20 seconds on the clock right now. I'm really having a hard time seeing... Oh! Conscious finally able to get a shot onto Artemis and take them out of the fight. And without a mercy into res, oh, make that a double. That's 2 right now for the side of Prep as they push into the point. Sleep Dart going to come in, put down Sick for the moment. 60 seconds left on the clock as Conscious ends up taking out Soaring Away. So no heals right now for the side of Perp. Diva Bomb coming in right now for Daytime Mink. Doesn't end up taking out anybody. Artemis able to get the kill onto Swanee as Lafon takes out Audit. Lasan ends up getting the punch kill onto Lafon as they continue to take the point. The Shatter coming in from Sci-Fi ends up taking down Artemis with the help of Lasan. And Daytime Mink also falls to Lasan right there. And with 30 seconds left on the clock, they will take Objective A, giving them an extra 30 seconds. Now 1 minute on the clock to take Objective B. Ragan, that was incredibly well fought. What do you think that really came down to?
Conscious is picked because, as you see last time when Conscious got the honor, oh, what a pulse bomb!
And another pulse bomb from Lafon in the backline.
The team just snowballed, so the pick was incredibly useful.
All right, well, let's see if they can keep it going. 20 seconds on the clock right now, waiting for Perp to push in. Sci-Fi and the rest of the team taking the left flank to go into point, but we're going to see Blitzkrieg and Daytime Mink get in there. The beat drop coming in from Swanee right now, trying to keep the team up so they can push in, but the Transcendence from Finska going to heal everybody up right now. The Nano coming in on Blitzkrieg doesn't end up doing much of anything. Finska able to get the kill onto Audit right there. Here comes the Transcendence in now for Lasan, allowing Sci-Fi to get the kill onto Artemis as well as Daytime Mink right there, trying to clean up the point as overtime ticks away. Lafon able to get the Pulse Bomb kill onto Lasan in the backline as the Shatter coming in from Sci-Fi allows them to get a Fire Strike onto Lafon. Sci-Fi also taking out Blitzkrieg as Conscious ends up bringing down the minefield. And in overtime, we will see Team Prep take away victory 4-3 here on Temple of Anubis. I have to say, based on the way that both teams were playing, I really thought we were going to see a tie match. What do you think, Ragan?
No, not really. Once again, I've been on Soaring Away's point of view. And she did get that sleep onto Zarya, but I don't think she realizes the Zarya will wake up within 8 seconds. She just left and went onto the fucking Reinhardt. I don't think no one was looking to Zarya, and that gave them ample opportunity to get that grab off.
All right. Well, unfortunately, this is all going to be learning as this is a pickup game. So hopefully the teams are communicating as to what everyone should be focusing on. And now I'm the new owner of the game, and I don't know why.
Pog.
I should not be the owner of the game, folks. I should not. I should not. And it looks like we lost Sci-Fight.
The organizer.
Yeah, the organizer of all this left the game, and now I'm... Let's see. Oh, they haven't added that yet. That's still in the PTR. Oh! Now I'm in charge. Crap. All right. So let me go ahead. So let's see. No redraft. Right.
I'll be right back.
All righty. For those of you watching the stream, go ahead and blow up the chat with who y'all are rooting for tonight. I have to say, I'm very impressed with a lot of the skill on both teams coming in right now. Blitzkrieg is definitely showing to be a strong tank force to be reckoned with. So... And it looks like we are going to... I'm so confused. Can you choose to... What? Can't... Okay. So, it looks like we're going to go to Dorado for our next map. Alright. So, Dorado. Love me some Escort. I'm so confused. The Whisper recipient is not online. How can the Whisper recipient not be online? They're in the game. No, redraft. Okay.
I'm back.
Okay. Well, it looks like we're headed to Dorado for our next map tonight for the BGG Pugs.
Traveling to Dorado.
We are headed to Dorado. I have to say, this is one of my favorite maps just because of the aesthetics of it all, to be completely honest with you. I love how the map looks, the kind of Mardi Gras feel that you get from everything that's set up. It looks like they were set up for some kind of party. I don't know if it was Mardi Gras or Dia de los Muertos or one of those Spanish region holidays, but definitely incredibly festive with the piñatas and lights. What do you think about this map, Ragon?
Oh, this map
Ready for battle.
just reminds me of the Mexican food, man.
Oh man,
I'm so hungry right now.
I totally get what you're saying right there. I would love me some chorizo tacos right now. Ooh, that would be so good right now. Let's go ahead. We did have no redraft, so we're going to go ahead and continue with the same teams that we had starting. Team Perp going on the defense once again, with Prep coming in on the attack. Looks like Prep going to be coming in with... Oh, nope, they're going to fool me. Those attacking teams always fooling me with their picks. Oh no, they are. They're gonna pull a pirate ship for Escort on the attack. And I'm okay with that, because Bastion was my first golden gun, so I got no shame. You want to run that? You want to run that Bastion? You do it, fam. You do it. Power boosted and all right now. As we look on the side of Perp right now, Blitzkrieg and Mink coming in on the Rhine Diva once again. It looks like Conscious gonna get taken off the payload right there as they push into the choke point right now. 3 minutes 30 seconds, on the clock. Not a pick to be had. A real big poke battle going on between these two right now. And here comes, the bullets are now flying, and Sci-Fi caught out of position, ends up getting taken down by Daytime Mink as the fire strike from Blitzkrieg ends up taking out Conscious. The res comes in, but Sick ends up getting taken out by Finska as Blitzkrieg takes out Conscious once again. Lafon on the Widow ends up demeching Lasan, and Finska takes out Audit right there. They're going to hold up the payload right past the choke point with 3 minutes on the clock. What you got, Ragon?
I don't think that Sifit knows what protect the president means. It means protect the fucking president. Don't leave your president by the side. And he just charges for some reason. I don't know why. That's game changer.
Well, I mean, some Rhines do that. They literally have no other button except for the left shift, and that's that's literally all they do all game. It looks like Lasan trying to get a little aggressive on Lafon on the high ground, as well as Artemis, who's on the Ash this time around, ends up taking out Audit. Here comes the Bob, booping Lasan up into the air, and ends up taking out Axic. And Daytime Mink cleaning up both Audit and Conscious as Lafon gets the kill on to Swanee. Finska getting the final kill on to Sifit right there, as well as taking out Mini Diva Lasan. 1 minute 55 seconds on the clock. The payload is pushed back to the choke point, and right now it looks like Prep is holding an incredibly strong defense, and we're seeing some swaps. I'm not for certain what all swaps we're gonna see, but it looks like we're seeing quad tank, nope, triple tank, 2 healers, and a Genji. Looks like that's what we're seeing right now. What do you think about that, Ragon?
Yes, my boy.
Well, what do you think about their comp now? It looks like they've swapped to a triple tank comp with a Genji.
I don't think it's gonna work. I think they're gonna snowball right after this fight when they do get bombed.
All right, well here, the Shatter came in from Sifit right there, along with the Nano in from Audit, but the Transcendence out from Finska kept the team up. Artemis able to get that kill onto Conscious as Sifit gets the charge D-Mech onto Swanee right there. Sick able to take out Finska now on the Zenyatta, but Blitzkrieg takes out Sci-Fight. Swanee able to get the double boop kill on to Mink and Soren, and Artemis gets the D-Mech onto Swanee as we finally see Prep take first point. Adds 2 minutes 30 seconds to their clock, giving them 3 minutes to take objective number 2. Conscious and Swanee able to take out Artemis and Lafon before they were able to run away from the choke point right there. So it seems like it always comes down to the wire with Prep. Like, they kind of store up ults, and then at the very last minute, like, they let everything go, and that's how they get through. Do you think that that's a good way to play Overwatch, Ragon?
Nope, that is not play Overwatch. That is called how you can get steamrolled.
Alrighty then. Well, Conscious getting the slam onto the high ground, trying to take out Mink as Artemis gets the D-Mech onto Swanee. Conscious using the minefield, taking out Lafon, but Lafon ends up getting Sci-Fight right before that. Artemis taking out Lasan on the high ground right there as they push back. Conscious gets the slam into the middle of the team as the anti comes down. Diva bombs from both sides coming down. Daytime Mink ends up getting Audit as Sick takes out Blitzkrieg as they're defending against the Diva Bomb that came in from Swanee. Artemis able to get the double kill right there onto Swanee and Sick, though, as Lafon coming back in on the Reaper sets up on the high ground. They're able to clear the payload. 1 minute, 40 seconds on the clock. Ragon, what do you got?
Well, looking back, I think that they need to use more of the ult and create some ult out. Because looking at this, you see the blue team Perp, Perp does have so many ults, they need to bait off.
Ooh, well, we saw a rare glimpse of the Ash Rhine combo right there. Once Bob ended up popping Sci-Fight up into the air, able to get that shatter in on the rest of the team, and right now it is clearing. Lafon trying to get the Death Blossom kill in there, but ends up getting taken out by Sick. 60 seconds now on the clock, and we're seeing Prep push into the point. Lasan able to get the dash kill onto Daytime Mink right now, as Artemis getting Audit in the back line. Both Lasan and Conscious end up taking out Artemis on the high ground, as Blitzkrieg takes out Sci-Fight. Trying to hold on, Blitzkrieg trying not to push into the minefield right there, as the rest of the team, aka Finska and Soaring Away, using their balls and darts to take out the minefield so that Blitzkrieg doesn't end up backing into it. 20 seconds on the clock right now, as we're seeing probably what may be the last push in from Prep right now. 15 seconds on the clock, the poke battle underway as they move in on the payload. Sci-Fi and Blitzkrieg exchanging fire strikes. Here comes the Shatter, ends up taking down Blitzkrieg, but here comes the Bob out from Artemis right now, as Daytime Mink ends up using the rockets to take out Conscious. The Transcendence coming out from both Sick and Finska. Oh, now Diva Bombs now gonna clear the point. Double kill from Swanee onto Daytime Mink and Blitzkrieg, as Soaring Away takes out at Axic. Here comes the Death Blossom out from Lafon, ends up taking out Conscious and Lasan, and that is going to be a hold and team kill with a rare 2-point hold for the side of Prep. So I have to say, this is hurting my soul a little bit watching these teams play. It just seems like the communication on one side is just that. It seems incredibly one-sided. We see Prep doing an incredible job of holding the defensive line, and Perp is just, or let me make sure I have those teams right.
Perp is blue.
Yeah, Perp is doing great on the defense, and Prep is just having difficulty figuring out, like, it's like there's a lot of Chiefs and no Indians. So, like, everybody's calling shots, everybody's going for whoever they want to go for, and that's kind of all we're seeing right now. Is that kind of what you've got from all this, Ragon?
Yeah, for sure. One team just looks lost, and the other it just looks like competitive right now, to be honest.
I have felt these oofs many a time from either side of this. Sometimes you get the really good team that communicates and does their job, and then you get the others that are like, go fuck yourself, and yeah. So all right, well, looking at the defense coming in from Prep right now, it looks like a Sci-Fi and Lasan still coming in on the Rhine. Zarya now with a Conscious and Audit now taking the roles of Lucio and Anna. Sick coming in as the Reaper, and Swanee in on the Diva. So they're still running the triple tank composition here. The question is, will it be enough? We see Lafon in on the Genji, ends up taking out Audit in the back line right there. So their main healer already out of the fight, as Daytime Mink coming in as the Zarya takes out Sci-Fi. And that payload is just gonna start moving. It is 4v6 right now as they push into Prep. Artemis ends up getting the kill onto Conscious, as Fiska ends up getting the DMEC onto Swanee right there. And this is an incredibly hard oof battle I'm seeing right now. Finska gets the boop kill onto the DMEC Swanee right there with 3 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock. The payload already almost at objective number 1. Sci-Fi and the rest of the team gets regrouped. Oh, the Shatter comes in, ends up being blocked by a majority of the team, but the anti-nade that came out from Soaring Away allows Daytime Mink to get the triple kill, and Finska takes out Audit. Daytime Mink following up on Conscious, and first point will be captured by the side of Perp. 5 minutes, 10 seconds on the clock. What do you got there, Ragon?
What I got there was absolutely horrendous out-economy control. I mean, just look at this. The blue team still has 5 ult, and they won the previous fight. Amazing.
Well, it looks like they're going to get aggressive with those ults, starting things off. The Nano coming in on Sci-Fi, using the Shatter to try to capitalize on the Nano as Sick switches over to the Brig. Blitzkrieg ends up taking out Sci-Fi as Lafon and Artemis getting Audit. sick. And Lasan, here comes the Bob out from Artemis right now, trying to clean up the rest of the team as they get Lasan. And it looks like that is going to be an easy day push into the final objective with about 4 minutes, 18 seconds left on the clock. We're going to see Team Perp walk away with their second win of the evening. Oof. Oof, fam. Play of the game going to Lafon on the Genji. I have to say, the Genji play that we're seeing from Lafon is very, very organized, very focused, waiting for those antis, and just like, wow. Like, look at how well-timed all those ultimates were right there. Just absolutely perfect. Wouldn't you say, Ragon?
Yeah, I mean, one side had 5 ults and the other had 1.
Someone
Overwatch comes down to whoever uses the ults the best, and 5v1. This is GG, my boy.
We're going back to lobby.
Yep, we're going back to the lobby. I always let it time out personally so that we have time to talk before we start setting up the next lobby. And seeing as I'm the one that's hosting now, it's good that we have that little bit of extra time.
Well. Are they gonna chase Team Prep and Team Tup?
Captain Jack, can you join the chat so
Sure.
we can
Oh,
redraft?
are we redrafting? All right, let's go ahead and do that then.
yeah.
Let me go ahead and get Discord.
Sure.
All right, folks. Might get a little bit loud. We got, obviously, everyone from the team is going to be in there. So, let's see. Broadcast DG. Here we go.
Oh, Captain Jack is leader.
Yeah,
you wanna
about that. The gang's all here.
Okay. Captain Jack, just pick 2 random captains.
Okie dokie. Let me go ahead and pull Overwatch up. Whoever. Let's see. No, my mic is not down. How about? I like the combination of these 2 names, so we're gonna go Lafon and Lasan. You 2 are gonna be the captains this time around, because saying your names back to back has always been very interesting this evening. All right, let me go ahead, pop everybody else over here.
All right, LaFon, you won last round, so you get first pick.
Okay.
Actually, both of you won.
Yeah. No.
No, they were on opposite teams.
Oh, that's right.
All right,
So I'm bad with names.
no worries.
Let's go with Blitzkrieg, whatever your actual Discord name is.
Blitzkrieg Boop. All right, Lasan, pick 2.
Blitz OW.
Oh hell yeah. Wait, do you want to pick 2 for first pick, or is it the Lisan picks 2?
It's 1 2 2 2 2 1. If I read the
Right, so
rules correctly.
Lisan's-
Alright,
yeah,
so then
Lisan's
I
pick.
pick 2,
Yep.
basically. Alright, can I get Audit
All right.
and let's see. How do I say this? No, never mind. Give me Mink.
Forget that. Give me Mink. Forget it. That R got me so messed up. Rizwani. Rizwani.
Let it be known if you want to be picked, just make your name simple.
Exactly. Lafon, pick 2.
Yeah, give me Kiska and Storing Away.
All right.
This guy can pronounce.
All right. So soaring away, and what was the other one?
Kiska.
Kiska?
Oxic.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it is
Backwards. Going for the whole Nujabez thing.
Ah, gotcha. All right, Lasan, pick 2.
I get Artemis and sci-fi.
All right, Lafon, pick 2.
Yeah, let's go with. What do I need? Let's go with.
They're all flexes. It doesn't really.
Let's go with Swanee and Finska.
All right, Swanee and Finska. And so that leaves
logo do I pick?
Conscious
Yeah.
for prep. All
What
right.
logo do I pick to say I suck at Diva?
How about Houston Outlaws?
All righty.
Right,
So who picks map
Hassan,
this time
pick your
around?
Map type?
Lasan picks map type?
Wait, I pick
Or
my...
you can.
I mean, Lasan can do it. That's fine.
you can do it.
No, that's fine. You pick the map type.
No. You
No,
pick
Please,
it.
I insist
No,
on
no,
picking the map
you.
type.
No,
No,
you.
I-
No, you.
Is it literally just
God
between
damn it.
like
Okay,
hybrid?
let's go escort. Let's go escort.
All right, escort it is.
Oh, we just played escort actually. No,
Yeah.
Take it back, take it back.
Do-
We literally just played escort.
Do
Um,
controller
let's do-
hybrid.
Let's do control. Do control.
All right.
Control.
Cough.
So Lafon picks a map to ban, right? And then they can pick.
And then I pick which
Yep.
one? Like which...
So Lafon
Control
pick a
map.
map.
I banned
To,
Ilios.
all right,
All right,
Ilios is
fine.
banned.
Do,
Good choice, honestly.
let's do Nepal.
Ooh, we're
okay,
headed to
let's do
nipple,
it.
folks.
Oasis is a better map than Ilios is. Don't at me.
I agree.
No.
It's true, it's true.
Completely.
I'm
think
sorry.
Oasis-
I love boops, so Elios all day, fam. Elios all day. All right.
You can still boop in this one.
Yeah, you do get boops
On
in
one
Sanctum, but I love Well and Lighthouse more. You get way more boops that way. All right. Good luck, everybody.
All right,
All right.
Hello.
Welcome back, folks. We are headed to Nepal as we've got both teams redrafted now. We're going to go ahead and head... Where are we headed to first? Oh, I like this map. I forget what it's called. This isn't... It's not Shrine or Sanctum. It's like Village, I believe.
Yes, my boy.
It is.
Oh,
It is a very nice map. It's not Temple. Is it Temple? I said I know Shrine and Sanctum. It's the one that it's not. Huh? Oh goodness.
Mhm.
My wife in the background just like I don't know what this is. All right. So now, based on how we've swapped up the teams, Ragon, what do you think we might be seeing tonight between these two?
What will we be seeing? We will be seeing.
You think the
Teams
teams are
not
more
know.
balanced based on how they're set up now?
Not entirely, because on one hand you do have Lafon, who's really aggressive and really cheeky, and Blitzcrank as well, who's really offensive, and Soren away, who's really aggressive as well.
Round one.
But then the red team, they do have some big hitters, so we don't know. We have to see and wait. We'll
Alright.
wait and see.
Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and start things off. It looks like for Team Prep, they're coming in with the 2-2-2 comp, Ryan Zarya for Sci-Fight and Conscious. Lasan starting things off as the May by taking out Lafon right there. Also takes out Sick. Goodness gracious. It's already 4v6. On the point right now is Artemis on the McCree. Takes out Finska. And it looks like they're going to get aggressive using Daytime Mink as the Lucio to take out Swanee right there and rush the team back onto point and capture for the side of Prep. The percentage going to go ahead and start climbing as Artemis gets the flashbang kill onto Soren away. 8% and climbing right now for the side of Prep as Perp is fighting a very aggressive composition on the high ground against Prep. What do you think about that, Ragon?
Yes, my boy.
Well, what do you think about the aggression that Prep is showing right now?
Well, the aggression and Prep is showing is definitely paying off, because Prep is the red team, am I right?
Yes. Well, it looks like it's not going to be paying off for long, unfortunately, because Sick was able to get the double kill right there on both Blitzkrieg And
But they did get 40% off. They did get like 45.6% off.
yes,
So
they
it was
did.
worth it.
So they're halfway there, but they have now lost it to Prep. Here comes the charge and from Blitzkrieg as they look to hold an aggressive composition. Holy goodness. Very aggressive from side of Prep right now as they're looking to hold this choke point now with Sci-Fi and the rest of Prep rather, going into the point. They are getting aggressive. Graviton coming in now from Conscious as well as a counter shatter, allowing both Sick and Lafon and Finska to go ahead and clean up the side of Prep. 36% and climbing right now for Prep with Perp at 42% and climbing with Prep still at 46%. You know what? I'm going back to red team, blue team, because this is getting ridiculous. Because everyone's not even on the same teams anymore, so it's not like it even matters at the end of the day. Oh, goodness. 56% and climbing right now for the blue team as they go ahead and set up the defense. Sci-Fi coming in with the fire strike. The charge comes in from Blitzkrieg, but don't get the drop down. Shatter coming in from Sci-Fi, gonna be fat as the high noon comes in from Artemis, ends up getting one. Conscious and Daytime Mink taking out Swanee and Blitzkrieg right there as they push into the point. It looks like we will end up seeing them. Oh! It looks like they were going to get it, but soaring away, distracting to get that little extra percentage right there. Gonna stop blue team at 82%. Red team gonna start their climb back up 52% and climbing. Ragon, what have you got?
What I've got is the secret to success here for the blue team. They need to stop baiting them. They need to bait the main wall and go straight in.
Well, they baited the May wall, and they were able to get a kill with the Dragon Strike right there, but it looks like the Graviton Blizzard combo going to be too much for them right now. As Audit getting the double kill right there. Finska ends up taking out Conscious, as well as Audit now. The only one left near the point is Daytime Mink, ends up getting taken out by Finska, and we're going to see a recontrol for the blue team, 86 and climbing to 80% for the red team right there. It looks like red team Sci-Fi and just not waiting for the rest of the team. Got to get aggressive. The shatter coming in from Blitzkrieg ends up taking down two, and Lasan able to get into the icicle right before Lafon ends up taking out Audit right there. The Graviton coming out for, who did it come out for? I believe it came out for Finska right there, but I don't see who it actually landed on. Lafon using the fire strike, or the storm arrow rather, to take out Sci-Fi. As Soaring Away follows up on Daytime Mink. Sick taking out Lasan right there, and as overtime ticks away, we'll see blue team take first map 100 to 80%. Woo! These teams are doing well to keep me on my toes.
Definitely, man.
Ready for battle.
All right.
Well, here on the PAL Sanctum Sanctuary.
Is this Sanctuary or Shrine? I believe this is Shrine.
Shrine.
Yep.
Yes, Shrine.
This is one of my favorite maps because I like to do spin to win with Hammond. It's always the funnest part of my day when I can just spin around that middle pillar and knock people into oblivion. Let's see if our teams end up going with that, though. Did you see any swaps there, Ragon, on either team for this point?
Artemis is on Ash. Other than that, it's all the same.
All right. Well, let's see if the switch to Artemis will make it good for the red team. It looks like it will not. Soaring Away get that big anti-nade into the team. Ends up taking out Daytime Mink, Blitzkrieg, Lafon, and Sick, and Swanee. Just everybody just touching everybody. Everybody on the blue team touched everybody on the red team, and it did not work out well for them. That's really how we can sum up that fight. And we are going to go ahead and see blue team go ahead, start that percentage climb, 9%, and climbing, as red team looking to take the high ground away from Sick to push in for their next attack. 18% and climbing right now. Gonna see Sci-Fi go ahead and pull down Blitzkrieg, getting caught a little bit out of position, but ends up allowing Sci-Fi to get slept. LaFawn gets the kill onto Sci-Fi and Audit right there as Artemis ends up taking out Swanee and 6. So that's 2 kills on either side, but it looks like soaring away, Finska and LaFawn will end up cleaning up the rest of Red Team right there, continuing their hold on Shrine, 43% and climbing to 0. Ragon, what are you seeing that's really working for the Blue Team despite what it seems everything Red Team tries to do?
They see me rolling. Oh, you only see Soaring Away really lit up here today, and I don't know, I think she knows how to heal now. That's all I can say.
You think so? Well, I mean...
Scoping, look at her! She's scoping!
Oh, well, that's good. That's good that she's scoping. Blitzkrieg able to get the double kill on Lasan and Daytime Mink right there. LaFawn ends up taking out Sci-Fi, and another team kill for the Blue Team as 80% is passed by as the Blue Team continues their climb up to 100, seeming to be completely uncontested by the Red Team right now. Here comes the Bob out from Artemis, charging onto point to try to contest. The only one near the point is Blitzkrieg. Quadruple Dragon Strike out from LaFawn right there as Swanee and Finska get the other 2 kills on Conscious and Artemis. And that is going to be a game for Team Perp, taking away the 100-0 here on Nepal.
I think that Sipit told them that I gotta go, so they just said, hey, give them the point.
I don't know. I do not know what happened there. Just seemed like they happened to be incredibly lined up and just happened to turn out that way. Play of the game going to LaFawn on the Hondo for that quadruple that ended up capturing the point for them there at the end of Nepal. So let's go ahead and see what our teams are going to switch up to next. All right, so it literally only takes a couple seconds to go back to lobby. I don't know why people are so impatient. Don't be impatient. It's okay. We will get there. All right. We're going back to voice chat so that we can do the pickings, I guess. All right. I will be right back.
Bye.
Bye.
It was fun though. I have fun in these bugs. You guys are really nice. Like,
Hey, everybody.
It's weird playing this game without any toxicity. You guys are great.
Thanks for coming.
Right?
Yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah. If you guys, I hope you guys, if you guys are gonna like end it if I leave. Actually, think about it.
Well, we
Or-
only have 12.
Yep.
Unless the cat plays.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I can see if
If you have
Ragon
to go,
wants
you have
to
go.
play.
Like,
That's fine.
no one's gonna hold it against you.
Captain, do you want to play?
Really, I was only looking for commentating tonight. No offense, but I'm much more of a console player.
He's too good for us.
I'm not too good. I feel like I'd bring y'all down. Plus, I can't commentate and play. I'm not Rad Rich Live. All right, so.
I would love to hear that though.
Eventually,
yeah.
I'll get there. Let's
Yeah,
see
have
if
a good
Ragon
night,
wants to
guys.
come in. Have a good one.
Yeah. Peace.
Find an alternate.
Yeah, do we have anyone else?
All right, so we have had a whopping 1 viewer, which has probably been myself because I usually watch the stream while I'm doing this. So
Wait, what's the stream? I'll AFK in it.
it is Captain Jack 87. I can go ahead and I'll pop that
With
into
the 4 as an A?
Nope, not the 4
Dude,
as an
that
A's,
follow.
just Captain Jack 87 spelled out. So CaptJack87. I had to do that for for my gamer names because somebody already had the names. So I was like, oh.
Well, you can have multiple names.
No, I know, but my Xbox
Gotcha, yeah.
has the
Makes sense.
A's for 4s, so I try to keep everything the same. I just had the Twitch set up beforehand. I guess I could always switch it, but it's like I think people get why they're 4s and not A's. Yay! Now I got 2 viewers. Woo! So awesome.
Wait, what was it?
It is
It's his name.
CAPTJACK87.
Oh, found it. The only.
It's also in his profile if you click on it.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I always
Big
forget
brain.
how much I've got connected to this. That totally. Why does it still have Mario though? That should not. Was my old gamer tag for like 10 years.
Mario.
Yep. I was inspired by the Mario Brothers movie back in the 80s. Does anyone remember that? Like the actual like live movie, not the like.
I heard about it, but I never watched.
It was I thought it was pretty badass for their time, and they did the.
That movie's ridiculous.
It is pretty ridiculous. Like compared to what you know about actual Super Mario Brothers is pretty redonkulous. I would love to see like an actual Super Mario Brothers game that actually followed the way the movie was played, because it's really like dark and grungy. Like when you go into the pipe to the sewer world where Koopa is, like there's a whole bunch of like nastiness all over the place. It's ridiculous, but I always remember the one scene to where people actually realize that the reason they're called the Mario Brothers is because their last name is Mario, and it's when they get captured by the police in like Koopa's Kingdom, and the guy who I guess is like the jailer or whatever, he's like, name, and Mario goes, Mario, and he looks to Luigi, he's like, name, Luigi Mario, and the guy's like, okay, so we got 3 Marios and Luigi here, and then they throw him in the slammer, and it's like, for anyone that didn't actually realize that they're not named the Mario Brothers because of Mario, they're named Mario Brothers because their last name is Mario. It was a little bit of a nonsensical trivia for all of you.
Interesting.
Yes. Oh, did we lose another one?
Any more?
Oh, they're gonna come back.
LeFon is checking his plays of the game.
Ah, gotcha.
No, I had a play in an earlier Pug session where I killed 6 people as Zen.
Whoa.
It didn't get saved, unfortunately.
Oh, that's sad.
So fucked up.
The algorithm was like, nah, not cool.
Well, it was really spread apart, right? I think it was like over like a minute. But I was hoping some of it would be a highlight. Unlucky.
It happens. All right.
Can we all agree I'm the best Genji we've ever seen in this game?
Well, seeing that only like 2 of you have played Genji so far, then yes.
I mean, like in the entire Overwatch.
Oh goodness.
I couldn't get a single blade on that map.
Oh boy, here it comes.
Better than AKM.
I'm gonna get more brownie. Be right back.
Well, I mean,
I'm honestly surprised I didn't die as Tracer on Temple of Anubis in that play.
I was kind of
where I blinked your entire team and somehow got out.
I was really gunning for you.
Do we have more gamers?
Someone told me to invite Payne, but he's not responding.
Might as well FFA while we wait.
I'm gonna go jump in my personal team's Discord real quick and talk to them. So if we find someone, just ping me.
All right. Well, I guess while we wait, I'll go ahead and pop my video, my recaps of 2018. So for anyone watching Twitch, enjoy.
What is the name? Can someone invite me back?
time like restore peace to a war-torn world. The organization known as Overwatch ended the crisis and helped maintain peace for a generation. But after many years, Overwatch's influence waned and it was eventually disbanded. Now in the wake of its dismantling, conflict is rising once again. Overwatch may be gone, but the world still needs its heroes.
Widowmaker, she handles more stiffs than an undertaker. Diva, she can't pilot a mech, but she can't purchase alcohol legally yet. Kenji, so kawaii sexy. Onitsuka Kuju, another Japanese word. Reinhardt, he's a German knight. He's got a massive hammer, so think twice before a fight. Tracer, you know they say she's a klutz, but you gotta admit she's got a really nice Bastion. He's a star attraction, a metallic contraption with a birdie companion. Reaper never misses a trick, but I heard on the grapevine he's got a really tiny little Winston. Stay out of the way, this peanut butter loving monkey will ruin your day. Gun-toting, six-shooting, badass hockey. Farah, is it a butt or a plane? No, he's a rocket-launching, jump-jetting Egyptian dame. May, she looks really nice, but under the suit and smile, she's as cold as ice. Torbjorn, he's a Viking blacksmith. We thought he was a dwarf, but turns out that was a myth. Lucio is logic, but so is this. We're not a bunch of 76, he isn't that old, but he's still pretty old. Saya, the definition of a tank. I often think about it when I'm having a private hands-on. Oh no, he's aiming at you. Ryuga, Wogatika, Wokaru. The world still needs heroes. You mean Overwatch?
All right, everyone, welcome back. We're still waiting to get some pickups for our pickup game.
I just love how it's like silence and then all of a sudden caster mode turned on.
Gotta love it. All right, let's see.
Oh, did we get somebody?
Regret, I need your BattleNet in the B-Nuts channel above Pug Talk. And Caps Jack will add you.
I will, will I?
Also, welcome.
Hi.
Is there someone else that came in, or?
Yes.
Oh, sure, what's up?
All right, broadcast, B-Nuts. All right, so who just joined us, True or Regret? Gotcha. All right. Oh, we got both of y'all in here. Okay. Let's see. BattleNet invite.
Doing it.
BattleNet. Oh, no.
One hurt's coming in again?
It's broken. Come on.
Timers.
Let me actually highlight this crap. Come on. There we go. go.
Wait.
Unable to invite player to custom game, they may be in competitive play. True, are you in competitive play?
Who?
True.
Not competitive. I
That's
can invite
weird.
him.
I'll try it again.
I can invite him. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, that's right, you can.
Easy.
There we go. Easy day. Alrighty, so we just finished up on Nepal. So,
Wait, what's up?
what's up with what? Alrighty then.
Alright,
So since we lost Lasan, who wants to take over as captain for prep?
Nay.
Audit always does.
Am I too late?
Alright, Audit, you're captain.
Wait, I'm captain.
You're welcome.
Just re-put your,
You were volunteered.
re-put your battle nets in the B nets channel.
Oh, do we have another?
I just want to play with Soren. I want her to carry me. Let's do that once.
What? Alright. So, let's see. We had prep pick last. So, Perp, are we headed to hybrid next?
Sure.
That's the only map type we haven't done yet, so I figured I'd ask. Alright. Sounds good. Alright, Audit, go ahead and let us know what map you're banning.
Wait, what am I doing?
You're banning a map. So
I'm
Blizzard.
banning the map.
Yep.
Okay.
Blizzard, Eichenwald, Hollywood, Kings Row, or Numbani.
Ban Hollywood.
Banning Hollywood. Hollywood is banned. So where are we going, Lafon?
Numbani.
Numbani.
Kings Row is so boring.
Okay, why did it? What the heck?
I don't even
Try
care
that
about
again.
Kings Row. I care about not playing
There we
Numbani.
Wait, what am I playing? This is the real question.
That
Are we
would be
using,
the
like,
question.
Jane? Are we using Jane's system?
What's up?
Basically like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your B nets are gonna go in the B nets channel above Pug Talk.
Oh, do we have some additional people coming in?
I think it's best if you come on your highest account, just so that like it's easier to balance the teams.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Roughly the same.
Same.
That's fine then.
Mine's not placed.
Have you placed Fatigue?
Yeah, that's the one I've been playing on.
Have you placed Regret?
Oh. I have not had the emotional capacity to regret.
Avoid as teammate regret.
Do you want to invite Clamor?
Alright. Did it actually update this time? I thought we were adding more people to the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Oh. That's what I was waiting for. Once I know everyone's in here, I'll start it up.
There's 13 people in the Discord, 13 people in the lobby.
Okay, so Felmer's already in here. Don't have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So are we using Jane's system for icons?
Yes.
Okay.
So what
Is there a certain...
Look up in Pug Talk. In Pug Talk, like by Chase, there's a post that says what your icon should be.
It's Gladiators for main tank, Flex is, what's it called, London Spire, DPS is Shanghai Dragons, Interport is Mayhem.
London is Flex?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am Bao. I feel like doing this today. So how's everyone's day?
Went pretty well.
Yeah, but
Kind of a lazy day here at the Captain Jack household.
How's the ship?
Hey, oh, Captain
She be very good.
Hard.
The black TARDIS be travel in time and space and all ye waters.
Nice. So, do we choose? Does the captains choose team, or is it balanced out by self-SR and roll?
Captains.
Okay.
Yep, we had captains prior to this, so you're just kind of filling in for the people that left.
Okay.
Lucky us.
Woo woo. All right, so do we have everyone in here? I don't see anybody else adding their B-nets.
We believe so.
All righty, let's go ahead and get it started. Good luck, everybody.
We'll need it if I'm playing Genji again.
We should move.
I'm assuming we're moving.
Yeah, we're gonna.
All right, folks, welcome back. Sorry that took so long, but we needed to get a couple of other players in here for our pickup game tonight. We're going to be doing our next map here on Numbani. Apparently, Blitzkrieg is listening to ASMR. So, interesting. Yeah, you like Game Grumps ASMR? Well, that's too bad. No Game Grumps here tonight. Alright, well this is going to be my last match commentating tonight. I do have to say I've been having such a great time with the group here at BGG. If you are interested in being a caster, they have all sorts of information. People like Janie and Mr. X are a part of this group, and I believe that I would assume they give information from time to time about how to be the best casters you can be. Those are just a couple of names I know off the top of my head because I see them on the Discord all the time. So let's go ahead and see how the teams are setting up going into Numbani. It looks like for the blue team, we have Soaring Away and Swanee coming in on the Ana Zenyatta, Sick and Blitzkrieg coming in on the Winston Diva, and Lafon and Finska in on the Reaper and Ash. For the red team, we got Daytime Mink and Audit in on the Mercy Zenyatta, with Regret on the Tracer and the triple tank composition of Irrational, Sci-Fight, and Conscience right there. So Lafon starting things off by taking out Regret, who was looking to get in the back line right there, and at 3 minutes 20 seconds on the clock, it looks like we're going to see red team pull back a little bit. Conscience looking to get some hits as they essentially do a drive-by as the Hammond pulling right through the point. But it looks like they may be going for some backline high ground picks. Here they come, right onto the high ground, looking to do some work against Sick and Swanee right there, but Finska going to come to their defense, ends up taking out Conscious right there. The Dynamite going on to Swanee, but as they start to gain control, almost that first tick, but you see Swanee jump up right before they get it. Lafon ends up taking out Sci-Fight right there as they're able to get back to the point. 2 minutes 40 seconds on the clock right now, as blue team is still holding an incredible defense against the red team right now. If I go back looking into the chat, Swanee's spamming those hamster emotes right there. Oh, 2019 hungry, gotcha. Those are some good emotes. Diva Bomb coming in right now for Irrational. Doesn't end up hitting much of anything, but the Mini Diva will end up taking out Lafon. Oh, I apologize. That was 6 Diva Bomb. There's Irrationals. Ends up not getting much of anything, but does clear the point just a little bit. Sick ends up getting DMAXed by, I'm not for certain, but Blitzkrieg ends up taking out Irrational right there. Daytime Mink doing a lot of work on the point, ends up taking out Soaring Away as Audit follows up on Blitzkrieg, and Irrational ends up taking out Sick. The minefield now coming down for Conscious as We see the Transcendence also popped by Audit to keep the team up. Irrational taking out Lafon as Daytime Mink takes out Swanee. Conscious ends up using the minefield to take out Finska mid. Death Blossom right there, and Sick taking out Sci-Fight, but the res will come in from Daytime Mink as they claim Objective 1 and get the payload moving with 3 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock right now. So, wow. Normally I would hand this off, but I just realized that I don't have my color right now. So we're going to go ahead and keep things going. Audit now on the payload as the rest of the team holding a very forward attack position, but really kind of getting taken down by Lafon and Finska. Soaring Away ends up taking down Daytime Minks after they get the boop D-Mech onto Sick right there. And it looks like Regret is going to be the only one left to pull back to the rest of the team. Payload now moving past the bus with 3 minutes on the clock. Bob coming in for Lafon right there, looking to do some work. Ends up getting booped away. The anti-nade also coming out for Soaring Away, getting in the back line. Diva Bomb comes down for Irrational. Ends up taking out Finska. Diva Bomb also came down for Sick, but was not enough to do much of anything. Sci-Fi now coming in as the Ryan gets the tackle on to Asic Axic as they push in. Here comes the Nano on to Blitzkrieg looking to do some damage. 2 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock right now as Daytime Mink ends up taking out Lafon there in the back line as they push into point 2. Irrational going to get the kill onto Blitzkrieg as Daytime Mink takes out Swanee. And we're going to see Red Team go ahead and take... Oh, no! Finska dropping down onto the point right there, trying to distract as much as possible. The Blossom comes out as Regret gets fell. The Blossom takes out Daytime Mink, but I don't think that it's going to be enough. Here comes the minefield right now. Finska getting antied, and it's not going to be enough. They take out Swanee, but it looks like they're able to get the team back onto the point. Lafon ends up taking out Audit right there as the D-Mech comes in for Irrational onto Sick as they take out Sick as well right there. 1 minute, 40 seconds on the clock with only 3 meters left. It looks like we will see the blue team come back in to be able to hold. Finska now switching over to the Soldier 76. Soaring Away getting the kill with the help of Swanee on to Conscious right there, and they will hold the payload and start moving it back with 1 minute, 20 seconds left on the clock. Oof. This is looking to be quite the battle between these two teams right now. I have to say, they would have really had that if they had focused down Finska just a little bit better. They were able to distract way too well on the point and allowed the blue team to get back, but it looks like Blitzkrieg going to start things off by taking out Sci-Fi with the Fire Strike. Irrational following up on Lafon right there, and here comes the Nano onto Sick right there, as well as the Bob come out to give some additional DPS support. Daytime Mink going onto the high ground to try to get Sick out of there, but Swanee gonna get the kill onto Regret as the Zenyatta. Sick moving up to the high ground as we see Conscious switch over to the Roadhog now, still running the triple tank composition. Regret gonna switch over to the Genji as well. Anti-nade onto Irrational as Soaring Away ends up taking out Conscious mid-heals right there. 15 seconds left on the clock. We might see blue team holding another second point hold, which is incredibly rare in this game mode. So let's see if they can make it happen. The beat drop ends up coming in for Daytime Mink, but the shatter ends up coming down for Blitzkrieg, and that holds the red team off the point long enough for the time to complete and the round to end. Wow. So essentially we do have to see blue team end up getting a second point capture. They were only about 3 meters. Red team was only about 3 meters away from the final point right there. So let's go ahead and see what our blue and red teams are going to come out with as blue team now takes on the attack.
Ready for battle.
All right. Looks like blue team is all ready and raring to go. Everybody staying literally on the roles they were playing. Not a single swap for this team right here. Red team looks like they're figuring out what is going on right now. Sci-Fi going to take the role of Orisa. It looks like still staying on the main tank. Daytime Mink coming out as the Ana with Audit on the Zenyatta. Rational going to take the role of long-distance sniper with the Widowmaker. And we're going to see Regret and Conscience come out as the Diva and Hanzo. So we're going double sniper 2-2-2 composition here for the defense for the red team. Let's go ahead and see if it will be enough for the blue team's attack. Already looks like a missed shield. Gonna put them in a very difficult position as Blitzkrieg getting on that high ground right now, looking to take out Sci-Fi, but Sci-Fi gonna get the kill on the Blitzkrieg. Able to get that first tick, gonna be for blue team as Audit ends up taking out LaFawn as well. So it's 2v6 right now as you see Regret trying to hold defense onto the point. Conscience ends up taking out Soren away as Irrational taking out Swanee and Sick right there after the DMAC. 3 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock as the first tick has been captured by the blue team and they start to regroup for their next push. It looks like first ultimate underway, going to be Daytime Mink with the nano boost, so going to be interesting to see who's that going to go to. Looks like Sick going to switch over to the Zarya with Blitzkrieg switching over to the Reinhardt, so they're switching off the dive composition. Oh, and Sci-Fi ends up taking out Blitzkrieg with the help of Ana and Zenyatta. Irrational getting the double kill onto both healers, Soren away and Swanee. LaFawn able to get a kill onto Irrational though, but it's not going to be enough as we see blue team go ahead and pull back to regroup after losing half of their team. 2 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Finska on the high ground trying to get some damage, trying to get some ult charge to go with all the deaths that are going on right now. LaFawn now coming on to the blade, ends up getting takes out Irrational, but also gets taken out by Irrational. Dragon Strike now coming in from Conscious though, looking to, I'm not exactly for certain why it went into their line. Diva Bomb now coming down from Regret as well as the sights from Irrational right there. Here comes the Bongos now out for Sci-Fi, looking to take out Swanee as, or no, Irrational is going to take out Swanee as Audit follows up on Soren away right there. Audit does end up falling as well during that fight, I believe, to Blitzkrieg. But with a minute 40 seconds on the clock right now, it looks like blue team having an incredibly difficult time pushing into this payload area. I think really the person that they need to be focused on is both Conscience and Irrational. They're putting a lot of damage into their team, and they don't seem to be staying as grouped up as they should be, with Irrational now taking out LaFawn. It's the 5v6 fight as Sci-Fi moves on to the payload to try to distract ASIC. Ends up getting antied. Here comes the Transcendence out for Audit, trying to keep the team up as the attack visor comes out for Finska. The Nano coming in for Soren away. Ends up allowing the attack visor to do a little bit more damage. Swanee able to get the kill onto Daytime Mink. Soren away, taking out Regret after the DMAC right there. And it looks like we will see a point A capture and 2 minutes 30 seconds added to the clock. Irrational ends up taking out LaFawn as the payload gets a move in. We're going to see Sci-Fi switching over to the Winston now, going for that counter dive, so to speak, onto the point for the defense. I do not believe right now that is going to be a good position for them to be in, though. But the good thing is that they don't really have the damage on the side of the blue team to keep things going. Really, you need like a Reaper or a Junkrat to really deal with dive. So hopefully the dive will help as they go in for this push. They're coming around the bus right now. 2 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. Sci-Fi coming down with the bubble as the Diva Bomb pops into the back line. But thankfully, Swanee able to use the speed to get the team to safety. Sci-Fi ends up taking out Swanee, but not until LaFawn takes out Audit. Here comes the Dragon Strike out from Conscience. Takes out Soren away as Irrational gets the kill onto Blitzkrieg. Conscience also taking out Finska right there as LaFawn ends up taking the hard reset. It looks like we will see red team end up taking control of the payload with 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining on the clock. And just give me a second, folks. My monitor decided it wanted to time out, so I had to turn it back on there. 2 minutes on the clock as Blitzkrieg ends up getting the charge kill onto Sci-Fi to start things out. It's already a 5v6 fight with no shield. Here comes the Diva Bomb. Sick ends up taking out Audit with it there in the back line. It's 4v6 now. Here comes the Nano Blade out from LaFawn right there, but ends up getting slept. Gets slept by Daytime Mink. The Diva Bomb coming in from Regret takes out LaFawn, but not until Finska ends up taking out Daytime Mink. 4v6 right now. Here comes the Shatter out from Blitzkrieg, looking to do some damage, as well as the Tack Visor out from Finska. It looks like they're going to end up clearing the point with 1 minute 15 seconds on the clock. They're going to go ahead and take control and capture point 2, ending this match 2-1 for the blue team. Let's go ahead, see that play of the game coming out from Irrational on the Widowmaker. Going to be doing some work here. Looks like once Blitzkrieg ended up getting taken down right there, Irrational able to get those pop shots on the healers that really allowed them to continue to hold that point right there, but it was not enough to keep the blue team at bay.
Easy.
Excellent. Hey, Captain Jack goes hard or not at all. All right? There's no easy. All right, folks. Well, that
their
is...
entire team is still in there.
It seems like.
Their channel.
Well, that is going to be it for me tonight. Thank you so much, guys, for having me, giving me the opportunity to commentate for y'all. If you have any, if you rewatch the VOD and have any, anything you'd like to give me as pointers, things that I can improve on, I would greatly appreciate it. But I have got to get my butt to bed because my kids like to wake up early. So it was,
All right, take it easy, man.
it was very nice playing with y'all. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
And to all of you watching, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully we will get to do more of these as I get to learn more about the broadcast.gg group. I'm hoping to get some more experience outside of Overwatch Cavalry Club scrims. But until then, go ahead and check me out on their channel, twitch.tv/OCC scrims, Monday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Captain Jack, signing off.